to the Stitching Colourist with Shelley Lewis, and today I thought I would do the first part to my reading book collection. So if you've been with my channel for, well, I wouldn't say long, but if you've been with it for a little bit, you may have seen the introduction, which in this next series I'm going to be showing you what books I have in my collection. I know these videos won't be for everybody because not everybody not everybody reads. Yeah, it's not everyone's cup of tea. So I do apologise if it's not for you. If it's not, then please feel free to just switch past the video. I really don't mind. What I'll be doing with these videos as well is when I've recorded them, I shall be putting them in a playlist in my booktube. So I thought at least then if you are not into reading, then you can just skip it, but if you are, then you can have a look. But I thought I'd do this because I thought I've done my colouring book collection, and I thought another passion of mine which I don't get to do as much as I would like to is reading. And I thought it may be interesting for you guys because it may give you some ideas of what authors are out there and what different books there is. So we'll make a start because I've got a few to get through, and like I said, this video will be in a few parts because I've got that many books. So the first one is Dark Heart Rising, and this is by Lee Monroe. I don't know, I can't remember if I've actually read this book or if it's in a series, so the books may be a bit, it might be a bit mixed up. I might have like a second book in a series. I do apologise about that, guys, but my books are a little bit mixed up. So it says, who will win her heart? Now this was a buy one get one half price. I think I might have got this from Waterstones along ages ago. So it says on the back, just as their love story is about to begin, Jane and Luca are ripped apart. Jane is bereaved, but there's more than her heart at stake. With rumours of an angel rebellion growing, no one is safe, especially not a mortal girl who has fallen in love with a wolf boy. It's kind of got a little bit of a Twilight feel to it with a wolf boy. I have not read this book, so I can't really say whether I like it or whether I love it. I will have to try and read this book. This was $6.99. Most of these books you will probably be able to get from Amazon now. So that is that one, and it is like in a series because I think here might be another one by there. So if we have a quick look, Enter a World of Dark Romance. Yeah, it's got one there, Dark Heart Forever, and I'm sure I've got that book. And this was it was published in 2011. So yeah, it goes to show how long I've probably had this book for. So that is that one. So the next one is called Hallowed, an unearthly novel, utterly captivating. Richelle Mead, author of Vampire Academy, and this is by Cynthia Hand. I might have read this one, or because I seem to have a slight memory of this now. So this is, in the dream there's sorrow. I feel it over everything else. A terrible grief that chokes me, blurs my sight, weighs down my feet. I walk through pine trees, up a gentle slope. It's not the hillside from my vision, not the forest fire, not any place I've seen before. This is something new. And this is part angel. Clara is still reeling from the choice she was forced to make amidst the vicious forest fire of her nightmares. Now torn between her love for Tucker and a destiny that will separate them, Clara is faced with another shocking revelation. Someone she loves will die in a matter of months. With her future uncertain, the only thing Clara knows is that the fire was just the beginning. So I seem to remember, I don't know, I just remember the front cover of that book. I remember the front cover of this one. So I possibly have read it, but I've forgotten what it was about. So this was $6.99. And this was books by Cynthia Hand, Unearthly and Hallowed. This is Hallowed. I might have Unearthly. I seem to kind of remember it. So this is from 2012. So the next one is Kissed by an Angel. Now I know I definitely have not read this. It says at the bottom, True Love Lasts Forever. And this is by Elizabeth Chandler. I've had this for ages, but I know I've not read it, and I really do want to read this one. So it was $7.99, and it says, if the love of your life died, what would you miss the most? His voice, his touch, his heart beating against yours. When Ivy's boyfriend Tristan dies, she's desolate without him, and until she discovers Tristan hasn't abandoned her. He's her guardian angel, watching over her, close enough to hear, to see, to touch. But Ivy's life is in danger. If Tristan rescues her, his mission on Earth will be over, and he'll have to leave her behind. Will Ivy lose Tristan forever? So reading that bit, I'm sure I do remember something about this book now, but it has gone out my mind completely. But I'm going to have to go back to that one and try that one out. So next one, this is called Identity Theft by Anna Davis. I'm not sure where I got it from because of this pricing thing at the top. I may have got this from, it's got Point Horror at the back, so I'm not sure if it's a Point Horror book. I might have had this for Christmas one time because my mother-in-law, she gets me a few, at Christmas time, she gets me a few books and that, and birthdays as well. So this one is, Hayley doesn't have a Facebook account. As a finalist for a prestigious college scholarship, she can't afford to flood the internet with photos of her making duck faces or write probing existential updates like, oh my god, why is it oatmeal so delicious? So when someone claiming to be Hayley posts incriminating shots of her online, she assumes it's a product of clever but seriously mean-spirited photo editing. But then even more scandalous pics appear, including one revealing birthmark on Hayley's back, something she's never shown in public. There's no plausible explanation until a shocking discovery reveals dark secrets in her family's past. Skeletons that refuse to stay in the closet. Suddenly, Hayley realises it's not just a scholarship that's at stake, because her tormentor doesn't just want to ruin Hayley's life, she wants it for her own. So, sounds a little bit like a single white female, this one does. So this is like Point Horror, and this is from 2013. I do actually have a Point Horror collection, but it is on the bottom shelf, and I will be showing you that in future videos. So yeah, that one actually sounds pretty interesting. All of these do. So the next one is called If I Should Die, and this is by Amy Plum. How far would you go to save the one you love? So this was £3 for £5 or $1.99 from the works, and I'm sure I've read this one because I seem to remember. It's got 2 more books at the bottom called Die For Me and Until I Die, and I'm sure I've read them. So it says, I will not lose another person I love. I will not let history repeat itself. So Vincent waited lifetimes to find me, but in an instant our future together has been shattered. He was betrayed by someone we both called a friend, and I lost him. It shouldn't be possible, none of it should be. but this is my reality. I know Vincent is somewhere out there. I know he's not completely gone, and I will do anything to save him. After we've already fought to achieve a life without Vincent is unimaginable. He once swore to avoid dying, to go against the nature and forsake sacrificing himself for others so that we could be together. How can I not risk everything to bring my love back to me? So I do have a faint remember. Oh, I can't even speak. I do have a faint memory of this book, but obviously it's been quite a while since I read it because I can't quite remember what it is about, but yeah. So the next one, no, I've not read this one yet. This is called Grey, and it's by E.L. James, and it's 50 Shades of Grey as told by Kristen. So if you've read the 50 Shades of Grey series, yeah, it is very, very domineering, submissive, lot of sex in it. Some of you may not like that. Some of you may be okay with it. When I read the books, I was fine with it. It was pretty good. But guaranteed by the time I got to the third book, it was going to be, alright, so they're at it again, and next chapter they're at it again, next chapter they're at it again. So it was pretty much like that. But I did read the 3. But obviously after the 3 came out, they came out with this one. And this is 50 Shades of Grey, but told by his side of the story, by Mr. Grey's. I only paid $3.99 for this. Not sure where I got it from now, because it's been a while ago. So, okay. Kristen Grey exercises control in all things. His world is neat, disciplined, and utterly empty, until the day that Anastasia Steele falls into the office in a tangle of shapely limbs and tumbling brown hair. He tries to forget her, but instead is swept up in a storm of emotion he cannot comprehend and cannot resist. Unlike any woman he has known before, shy, unworldly, Anna seems to see right through him, past the business prodigy and the penthouse lifestyle, to the Christian's cold, wounded heart. Will being with Anna dispel the horrors of his childhood that haunt Christian every night, or will his dark sexual desires, his compulsion to control, and the self-loathing that fills his soul drive the girl away, destroy the fragile hope she offers him? So yeah, I've not read this one yet, because I think when I brought this, it wasn't long after I actually read the trilogy of the 50 Shades of Grey series. But I'm intrigued to read it, to see what it's like from his point of view. So there's that one. So the next one, I should have got a cup of tea while I was here. So the next one is called Secret Smile by Nikki French. French is excellent at building up suspense and elegantly exploiting all our worst fears. I kind of agree with that, because I've read 1 or 2 of Nikki French's books before, and her books, the one that I can particularly remember, which I may do in a future book video, because I'm sure of, yeah, I've still got it, because I'm saying these words now, I can see it on the bookshelf. So yeah, from what I can remember of the book, it did have a lot of suspense in it. Like, you was thinking something was going to happen and it didn't, or you was, oh god, it was like, you know, when you're reading a book and you're like, oh my god, what's going to happen, and you can feel that suspension building up. She is a great writer, and she's great at doing that. She does like thriller, kind of, there is like horror bits in it, but I'd say it's more thriller. There is like sexual reference. I don't know if particularly in this one, but I know that the other one that I've got, there's quite a bit of sexual reference in it. So if that's something that you're not keen on reading, then it may not be the book for you. But if you do like stuff like that, then it's perfect. But this one, I don't think I've particularly read this one. And it says, you have an affair, you finish it, you think it's over, you're wrong. So, yeah, it says it at the back already. So, it was originally $16.99, but I know I didn't pay that for this because I don't usually do that. If there is books that come out, I do recommend checking on Amazon or eBay or even Book Depository. Is there a place called Book Depository? I think that's available in the UK as well. However, I would say if there's a book that you really do want that's in a series, if it's in Waterstones, I would, you could wait a little bit to see if it does come out cheaper in other places, but in my personal opinion, if there's a book that you really do want and it's actually somewhere like that, then I do guarantee getting it. So anyway, so this is, when Miranda Cotton returns from work to find her new boyfriend, Brandon, reading a diary, she ends the relationship and throws him out of her flat. Getting Brandon out of her life, however, is not so easy. 2 weeks later, her sister, Kerry, phones her in ecstasy. She's in love. She has a new boyfriend. He's called Brandon. So Brandon is back in Miranda's life with vengeance. But why has he done this, and what does he want from her? Soon, what began as an embarrassment becomes like an infestation, and then more terrifying than her worst nightmares. So it really does sound interesting at the present moment already, and I want to read it. The only thing with this, that reading all these books out, I want to read them all at once, but I am currently reading one. So yeah, that does sound like a really interesting one. So the next one is Dark Flame, The Immortals by Alison Noel. Now this is a part of a series because I remember I had this collection of books when I lived back at my dad's house, which was, oh gosh, it was in the West Midlands, and I haven't lived there since 2012. So that's like nearly 10 years ago now. And I'm sure I had this book even before I was at my dad's, when I was with my ex-husband. Yeah, when we lived at another house. So yeah, I've had this book for a bit. Now, also available in the series, you've got Evermore, Blue Moon and Shadowland, and I'm sure I've got these. So, some secrets must never be revealed. Roman, Damon, Jude, one is Ever's deadly enemy, one her great love, and the third might be the answer to all her problems. But Ever is trapped, bound by secrets, magic, and uncontrollable passion beating in her veins. She's drawn towards someone, something that risks everything she holds dear, and the one thing that can save her will also drive Damon away forever. So I'm not sure which one this is in the series. I probably should have looked this up before I did the video, but yeah. So this one's Dark Flame. So this is the the fourth one. So in the same that's in the Immortal series is Evermore for the first one, then the second is Blue Moon, third Shadowland, and the fourth is obviously Dark Flame. And coming soon, Night Star. I'm not exactly sure if I've got Night Star. I might do, I might not. I'm not sure about that. So yeah, and that was $6.99, which you'll probably, most of these books you will get cheaper now. So the next one is another Nikki French, and this is called Complicity? I don't know. Psychological suspense thriller that genuinely thrill. So yeah, as I said with her thrillers, she's absolutely fantastic. And I haven't got a price on the front, which will $16.99. I don't think I paid $16.99 for this, But this is who is more dangerous, an enemy or friend or a lover? So Bonnie Graham is standing in her friend's flat. She is alone except for the dead body lying in a pool of blood on the floor. What happened? What will she do, and what role has she played in this murderous event? Bonnie is a music teacher who has spent a long hot summer in London rehearsing with a band to play at a wedding. It was supposed to be fun, but the band members find the complicated knots of their friendship unravelling as the days themselves unwind. What was meant to be a summer of happiness, love and music turns deadly as lovers betray one another, passions turn murderous, and friendship itself becomes a crime. So yeah, another book on like a thriller book. I love Nikki French, and actually I know where I got this from. I got it from a charity shop because it's got a price of £2.50 in the corner. So yeah, any books that these such as you can find them, you could find them in charity shops and that as well. So yeah, there is that one. And the last one that I've got here is episode 1 is Walking Disaster, and this is by Jamie Maguire, and this is author of best-selling sensation Beautiful Disaster. I have read Beautiful Disaster because I seem to remember that, and this was from the works. It was in a 3 for £5 or £1.99 each. So Travis Maddox lost his mother when he was very young. Her parting advice: love hard, fight harder. Travis Mad Dog, aka Mad Dog, Maddox is an underground fighter. From a family of tough older brothers, the original bad boy, he takes a different girl home every night. That is until he meets Abby. Notorious around campus for his reputation with women, it is no surprise when Abby refuses Travis's advances. The best she will offer him is friendship. However, Travis is determined to fight his way into her heart. Yeah, I've read this one. That is the one I read, and I absolutely loved it. I really did love it. It's like got a bit of suspense in it. It's got love. I can't remember if it's got much of heartache, but I know it's got love in it, and it's just one of them. It's good. It's one of them feel-good love kind of stories, and actually really did love that. Hence why I've probably still got it in my collection, because I find that when I have books, if they're a standalone book, I don't usually keep them. I do get rid of them once I've read them. But if they are a series, I tend to keep them, because in case I do actually want to read them again. So guys, that is the end of video, well, the end of episode 1 of my book collection. I'm not exactly sure how many episodes are going to be in this series, because like I said, I have got quite a few books on that shelf there. So I really hope that you've enjoyed this video. I know it's a bit different from a colouring one, but I thought there's a few readers out there and they might be interested in it, and hopefully you are. Hopefully you've got some insight into what authors are out there, or what books you are maybe interested in getting. I'm not going to leave links to these books in the descriptions below because there'd be just too many. So however, I will say you're most likely to find these either on Amazon or eBay. If you are unable to find any of the books that you may be interested in, just leave a comment below and I'll see if I can leave a link in the comments to that particular book. I'm not promising that I will be able to, but I'll try and do that for you guys. So, if you've enjoyed the video, please feel free to give the video a big thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you here. And I just want to say thank you so much, and thank you to my subscriptions, to everybody for coming in on the video. You do really mean a lot to me, guys, and I do mean that from the bottom of my heart. And I just wanted to say thank you, and I shall see you again soon. So goodbye for now, guys. Bye.